Okay, this is what your wiki looks like when you open it. There are features here that show up for the teacher that do not show up for the student as they view it. For example, you will have this edit button. This edit button allows you to go into actually editing mode or editing feature, and it allows you to type in whatever information that you need to, and it also allows you to add pictures and all as you need to, depending on what you're going to do. You have your normal word processing information right here, and you can add links, you can add files, and files are like pictures. You can also add video and things like that. Widgets would be things that are from external websites, like if you had done a Glogster or perhaps maybe something from SlideShare and you had embed code, you would click on that if it was something you wanted to embed in the wiki. And tables, if you're trying to line up content, you can do that. And you can also add comment sections if you need to allow students to make comments on a particular question or something like that. And then, of course, if you can preview it. If you don't like what you see, you can cancel it, or you can start over, or you can make additions down here, and then you can save it if you've made various different changes. And so it works very much like a word processor. If you're starting to type, you just type da 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 da, and it types just like that very easily. Your bolding and that kind of thing are here. You have more options under the text feature, where you can change the text, the look, and that kind of thing, and align it differently if you like. You have numbering and bullets here, and this is if you want to add like a horizontal rule line that goes across the page. Here's what your new page is going to look like. So remember, if you get ready to do some of that basic editing, you're going to go through this. You may also want to change what your page looks like. You may not be real fond of this black and orange color scheme. If you want to change that, then you would go up through settings, and you may go to themes and colors, and then you can choose what you want it to look like, how you want it to be laid out. Do you want it to look like a notebook? You want it to look like, various different things. You can kind of preview those, see what it's going to be laid out, looking like, and there's different ones that you can choose from. That one, because it's a classroom, it comes from the classroom when it defaults to that one. But you can make some different changes, and then some of them also have other color combinations that you can use. If you like the theme that you've got, just fine, but you want another color, you can do that. You can also add, if you have a particular logo and you want to add a logo, you can do that. But if you're fine with what the name that you gave the wiki is for the information there, then you can just go with it as it's structured now. When you've chosen the theme you like, another thing you need to do from settings is deal with the permissions. Under permissions, you can determine how you want it to be. You probably don't want it to be public. You probably want it to either to be protected, that everybody can view it, but only members can edit the pages, or it's possible only members of the page can actually view and edit pages. So it depends on how you want to do it. So private is usually the way I do it if it is one of my blended classes. Protected is something that it's okay if other people look at, but only people that I've allowed to be a member can actually edit. So you can choose also about discussion posts. Normally you would want to allow, these are evidently custom permissions that you can only do if you're paying the extra. So the people that are going to be able to post to your wiki are people that are members of your wiki, and you'll allow your students to be members. So you can update that if you choose to change it to public, so everybody can do that. But I would advise against it, since this right here, you don't want them to be able to edit your page or change something. Now we're back to our home page, which is this one right here, and you could you're going to automatically say welcome, this kind of thing, and just have a first page. Is probably what I would do, similar to the ones that I have shown you previously. It allows you to have a first page, but then you have other pages that you link to, links over here on the side, where you give them specific information. So you kind of divide up your content for various different pages. So remember, you'll go up to edit and then make the additions that you want to do. You will also, I'm going to show you now as we edit about pictures. Sometimes pictures are a little bit quirky when you're trying to do them in Wikispaces. You're going to go to upload files, and it'll bring up a dialog box that looks like that, and you just need to find a picture that you want to upload and then say open. If you know the name of the file, you can do it here, but if you don't know the name of the file, then you have to go to upload. When it uploads, it'll automatically come in here, and then I can just click on it, and it's going to pop in the page. It's going to pretty much come in wherever my cursor was. My cursor was up here, didn't have enough room to fit in there, so it popped it in next. You can do some changes by clicking on the picture. You can choose the alignment. If I really want it aligned right instead of left, I can do that. I can change the size somewhat. I would advise, though, if it's a very large picture, that you resize it before you do this, because it can cause your picture to take longer to load. You can add a link if you want a link to where that picture came from, or if you want a link, or if you want to add a caption below the picture with a link, you can do that. And then when you say save, there's your picture. And so you have some control. It's not exactly a drag and drop, so you have to work with it a little bit to get the pictures exactly where you want them to be. Okay, now how to add a page. Over here you've got your options here that you want to do, various different things that you could add. It will look slightly different depending on what layout you've chosen. You're going to go to Pages and Files, and off my page you're not actually going to be able to see it, but under across from Pages and Files there's a plus, and I can click on that plus, and when I do, it comes up and it gives me this new page dialog box, and I can give the page a name. And then it assigns it a URL here, and then I can say create. And when I do that, it creates me a new page, and so it's just a new blank sheet. I can add anything I want to, because I called it Word. Word will be the name. It's not showing right now, but it will when I save it. And so I can add information that I need to. It will not create the page until you add text on the page. So you want to add something, and then say save. And when you do this, is how it will look, and when you add in the information. If I want to add a link, I just highlight the word, this text box comes up, and then I can actually link it to a different page in the actual wiki if that's what I want to do. More than likely you're going to link it to a web address, and you're just going to copy and paste that web address there, and then you add the link, and it will tell you where the link is here, and then it will make that a link after you have saved it. And now there, it's ready to click and go to wherever you need to. For some items, you may want to actually embed something rather than merely linking it. And so for that same video, we can come here and choose widget. Then you would go to your alternate site and find the information. In this case, it's a YouTube video. And I'm going to go down here to share this video and then choose embed. I'm going to copy this as it's the embed code. And then I'm going to go back to my main page. You can either do it as a video or other HTML. Either one usually will work. And so you're just going to paste into this little frame right here. You're going to paste the information, and then you're going to say save. It's going to appear like this until you save it. After you save it, it should appear as the video on your page. And there it is. And so it can play for you. I would note that sometimes you'll have a little trouble if you're trying to get the display on an iPad. So sometimes linking is better. Some of you may also have PowerPoint that you would like to put onto your wiki. You can do that. You can some different options, but one that I use quite frequently is SlideShare. It is a site that allows you to upload your PowerPoint. It creates them in an online version and gives you an embed code. You just copy that embed code and then you take it right back to your Wikispaces page. And you're going to choose Edit again in the widget, and you can just do Other HTML, and then you're going to paste it same way you just did with the video, and then you're going to save it. I'm going to save there, and when you do that, here's my video and here's my slideshow. And it's really nice because you can show it right. They can flip through it very easily right through here. And it's even nicer than making PDFs, or they can actually watch it full screen if they want to. So that makes a nice option for that, for them to be able to see something that you have uploaded for them. Notice that one thing I did not mention earlier, when I created that new page, it is over here on the side. It created a link for this new page, or I can go back to home. So you have easy ways of navigating in the wiki.